All right, guys. One of my big questions with this whole sermon is this thing about Joseph Smith being arrested 50 times.
If I mistake not, Joseph Smith has been dragged into courts to answer Christian convenience and country custom and satisfy the demands of the elect who hold a little brief authority about 50 times.
Is that even possibly true? So I asked somebody on the legal series at Joseph Smith Papers, one of my favorite historians and good friend, David Grua. This is what he had to say.
Phelps's quote captures the sentiment of many early Latter-day Saints, including Joseph Smith, that unjust lawsuits were a key weapon used by the founding prophet's enemies to persecute him. And there is some truth to Phelps's statement. Joseph Smith was involved in a lot of lawsuits, around 200 according to the Joseph Smith Papers legal series. Most of his civil suits stemmed from debts that Smith and other church leaders had contracted in the mid-1830s as they worked to establish the church in Missouri and in Kirtland. When the Panic of 1837 hit, they were unable to pay the debts, and creditors initiated lawsuits to collect on them. The criminal cases, by and large, resulted from conflicts with antagonists in New York, Ohio, Missouri, and Illinois. Phelps is mostly correct when he says that Smith was never convicted of a crime, but there was one time in Nauvoo where a local tax collector, Walter Bagby, threatened to throw a rock at Smith, and Smith responded by punching him. Smith then insisted that a justice of the peace who had witnessed the altercation fine him. This is the one time that Joseph was unambiguously convicted of a crime, and it was at his own behest. While Phelps glossed over a lot of details here, he was correct that Smith's lawsuits are an important window into understanding the antagonism that Smith encountered in an American Protestant culture that was suspicious of centralized religious, political, and economic power.
Okay, that was David Grua. Make sure to listen to the new episode. You can find the sermon from W.W. Phelps on YouTube, and that new episode is wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks, guys.